And then that's exactly the same what I'm doing right now. Like I'm
Whoever
cool,
wants
like,
it can get it,
but
basically.
I don't need no knockover jobs. Not knockover jobs, but I don't need no fights that go 1 or 2 rounds. I need good quality title fights with people with good rankings, good contenders, and
It's quite difficult. I don't think Joseph can do anything else or any more to get the title fight he deserves. He already had it. It was taken away from him on a day's notice.
There's nothing in the works yet. We're just waiting patiently. I'll fight anyone. I think Moses Itauma did. There's something about Moses Itauma, but there's no real point for me going down and fighting Moses. What's the benefits? I'd rather fight someone like Shang wants a rematch. There's Boston McCauley. There's who else? Andre Carvajal. There's Usyk.
Moses' words reflect the growing hype around him, and he knows the tough challenges posed by fighters like Parker and OSK, yet his confidence shines bright. And while he admits he is not quite there yet, he shows hunger and determination to test himself when the time finally comes.
I believe wholeheartedly in my ability and what I can do in the ring. I have full confidence that give me a good camp or give me some time to put in the work with Andy Lee and George Lockhart. Want to come up with a good game plan, probably different to everyone else's one, and just work hard.
Joseph Parker's confidence is clear. With a strong training camp, he believes he can handle anyone, even a rising star like Moses. And while Moses respects Parker's experience, his focus on growth proves he is preparing for the future. And this is the moment where the clash between experience and ambition truly begins.
They were tough spars. Tough 4 rounds. They went to war, basically, for the 4 rounds. 4 rounds that Moses was in, it was like a war. And yeah, he's a good guy to be around as well. We enjoyed his company.
I'm jealous of that. I would love to watch Joseph and Moses spar.
As Parker talked about his preparation, Andy Lee shares his thoughts on Moses' readiness for a big fight, and his praise reflects how seriously he views Moses' potential. As tough spars with Parker revealed his skill, and Lee believes Moses is more than ready to challenge someone like Parker, and the intensity of their sparring proves that a full fight between them will be nothing short of explosive.
Nobody wants to see Joseph Parker fight.
Why not?
You don't sell shit.
I'll smash
You
his
don't
face
sell
again.
shit.
I'll smash him again.
You don't sell.
Derek Azor does not hold back as he calls out Joseph Parker and questions his appeal in the division. And while it is a bold statement, his honesty reflects how some feel about Parker's recent performances. And if Moses were to face him, this kind of critique would only add more pressure on the Kiwi to prove he still has what it takes.
As I focus on what Andy and my plan is, and I go in there and execute our plan, then I don't have to really worry about what he's going to bring, But he is dangerous, very dangerous. But I'm going to just go in there and, use what I know I can.
Parker might have critics, but he remains confident in his skills, and he explains directly how he plans to face the challenge, as his belief in sticking to plan with Andy Lee gives him faith that he can handle any opponent, including Moses Itauma. Yet Moses is not just any fighter. He is hungry, he is talented, and his ability to cause an upset is something Parker cannot afford to take lightly.
Like what not? But then they think that I will be able to do it, but then I'm not ready for Joseph Parker and Usyk.
Yeah.
Moses' words reflect a growing buzz around him as he acknowledges the doubts about his readiness. Yet his voice carries no hesitation, and he knows the challenge that Parker and Usyk represent, but his confidence remains undeniable as he believes in his own ability to make waves in the heavyweight division. And it is clear he is ready to prove himself no matter who stands in front of him.
Power, he's tough, he's game. He ticks all the boxes so far. So let's see. Again, he's young. He's not really been tested because what he's doing to these opponents. So let's see. It's early days, but big future for him.
As Moses prepares for bigger challenges, a debate about his readiness continues, and Joseph Parker offers his view, while Peter Fury praises Moses Itauma as a young talent with speed, power, and toughness, painting the image of a future heavyweight star. And although Moses ticks all the right boxes, Fury points out that he has not yet been fully tested, as his opponents have fallen short. And the real question is how he will perform against fighters like Joseph Parker, as Fury words highlight both his potential and the reality of tougher battles ahead. And while Parker may be a step up in competition, Moses shows no sign of backing down. And though the future looks bright, the real test will be how he handles the heat against the big names like Parker.
I think he's one of the best of all time. I really do. I think he's one of the best heavyweights of all time. And his movement is so different. One of the things that was interesting, where they were talking about the fight, and AJ was Tony Bellows was talking about when he fought him, and AJ was saying that when he fought him, it was the most exhausted he's ever been. Because he's always moving. There's no rest with him.
Tyson Fury endorsement of Moses Itauma is as strong as it gets, and the fact that Fury calls him one of the best of all time, even at this early stage, is a massive compliment, as he highlights Moses' unique movement that troubles even elite fighters. And when Anthony Joshua admits he was the most exhausted he has ever been in the ring because of Moses' constant movement, it clearly shows a potential to disrupt the heavyweight scene, as Moses is not just another fighter, but one who can make the top. Name's uncomfortable, and this puts even more pressure on Joseph Parker to prove he can handle this rising star, as it is clear Moses is coming for the top, and Parker must be ready when the time arrives.
But Moses is that his feet and his distance and his range is so good, and he's so quick that if you commit to the punches, you're going to get countered. And if you don't, you're going to get backed up and taken out. So it's a real puzzle. There's not many heavyweights that are southpaws. Obviously, Alexander Usyk is, but he's moved.
Adam Smith breakdown of Moses' skills that reveals the nightmare he creates for opponents, as his speed, range, and footwork are on another level. And every rival struggles with the puzzle he brings, because if you commit to the punch, you risk getting countered. And if you hold back, Moses takes control of the pace and forces you back. And this tactical brilliance allows him to dominate even the best, including someone like Joseph Parker, and it is clear Parker will not just face a puncher, but a complete fighter who dictates the tempo and makes every move count, and Moses' ability to keep opponents on edge is what makes him such a dangerous prospect. And it is exactly what Parker will have to solve if they ever collide.
Technically, physically now, he's at the weight and he's adapted and he's adjusted. I mean, he's even adjusted and adapted his weight for this fight individually. I mean, he put on how much weight and slowed his actual feet down because Daniel Dubois.
Tony Billy words bring a deep level of respect to Moses Itauma's ability to adapt and evolve as a statement that no one can beat him says everything about the potential Moses carries. And it is not just raw talent, but the work and adjustments behind the scenes that define him as his preparation, including adjusting his weight for fights, proves his commitment to becoming a top-tier heavyweight. And now Parker, who's been through the wars, faces an opponent who is not simply learning, but perfecting his craft for each challenge, and this young fighter rises with all the tools to become a dominant force in the division. And while the fight against Parker would be a massive test, Moses makes it clear he is prepared for the moment, and his talent, focus, and hard work could be enough to dethrone the seasoned veteran.
And you're only as good as your team, but I think he's got a really good team around him. After being in the ring with him and studying him, still studying him now, I think that he's the one to edge it.
If the rise of Moses is unstoppable, the question turns to what Anthony Joshua thinks about this young star, and his perspective underscores how serious the potential truly is, as his comment about the strength of Moses' team and his own experience in the ring with him raise the anticipation. And Moses is not just another hopeful contender, but someone Joshua himself has studied closely, and AJ believes he has what it takes to edge out anyone in the division, including Joseph Parker. And with such a powerful endorsement from one of the sport's biggest names, it is clear Moses is ready to make a major impact. And now the real question is whether Parker can cope with the growing abilities of Moses, or if the young prospect's rise to the top will come sooner than expected.
Moses is an exceptional talent. You know, he's been in the game a long time. He's got a very, long-standing amateur record and pedigree as well.
Eddie Hearn comments highlight the strong foundation Moses built from his amateur career, which cannot be overlooked, as Moses is more than a rising star. He is a well-rounded and experienced talent with pedigree back it up, and his words show the depth of skills Moses has developed through years of hard work, which bodes well for his future in the heavyweight division, especially against veterans like Joseph Parker and the mix of youth. Experience and raw talent makes Moses a real threat, and while Parker holds the edge of experience, Moses brings something new to the table, and Eddie Hearn recognizes that as we look ahead to a potential matchup, Moses is not just a challenger, but already marked as a future champion.